Hi, what's up everybody? Welcome to Rich Side Insider, a place where future millionaires come together to get ideas. We used to have school report cards when we were young. Now we have become an adult. The most report card we should have is credit score and credit report. And today I'm going to talk about how to get 800 above credit score. And remember, having a really good credit cards can make you rich. So that's why I'm making this how to get rich video series, and credit report and credit score is one of the videos. Okay, if this is your first time to Rich Side Insider, welcome. We talk about stock investing, real estate investing, and how to get rich in life. So if you want to make more money and get rich in life, make sure you subscribe our channel so you do not miss any of our amazing videos. Score. What is credit score? Credit score is a system designed to rate your ability to pay and also your willingness to pay. So remember, there are two parts: your ability to pay and willingness to pay. So who are the ones reporting your credit score? We got three credit bureaus: Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. So these three credit bureaus get their data from credit card companies, the banks, your car loans, your mortgage, everywhere they could find. So who can get credit score? So anybody who has a credit card, who have used a credit card before, and they can have a credit score. So if you have never used a credit card, you most likely not gonna have any credit score. So make sure you open a credit card. So it's really important when you reach a legal age to have a credit card. So just open it right away, because it's gonna save you so much money. Because if you don't have a credit score, everybody's gonna ask you for more deposit, or everyone asks you for more money to buy. You want to buy a car, you cannot do that. You need to pay cash. If you want to go and rent an apartment, a house, if you don't have credit score or anything, you need to pay more deposit. A utilities company, or you need to pay deposit if you don't have credit score. So having a really good credit score is gonna save you time and money, and it's gonna save you a lot in interest rate when you decide to buy a house in future. So that's why it's really important. So as long as you have a social security number, if you're new immigrants or whatever and newly born, when you reach a certain age, you have a social security number, and go and open a credit card, then you're gonna have a credit score. So what impacts credit score? There are 5 components. I'm gonna talk about the most important thing the last. So we're gonna start with number 5, which is new credit inquiries. So that impacts 10% of your credit score. So what is new credit inquiries? So if you start shopping for credit cards or car loans, you ask for the lenders will ask you to pull your credit report. So that's a new credit inquiries. So the more inquiries you have, the credit bureau, they think that, this guy is shopping for new credits. So maybe he's in trouble. He might not be able to pay back or whatever for whatever reason. So that's what that impacts your credit score. But don't worry about it too much. If you really need it, just shop for the best credit. Especially when you buy a house, you want to make sure that you get the best rates and the best service as possible. So the only way to do that is you shop around for the lender, different lenders. So that's the only reason why it's only 10%, not like 30% or 35%, whatever. So don't worry about it too much. This number 5. And number 4 is a credit mix. Credit mix means do you have a credit card? Or do you also use a mortgage? Do you also use car loan? Do you also use student loan? So different types of credit facilities mixed together. So why do they want to know that? It's just like, let's say you are an employee. The only way that you make money is from your job. But if you know how to invest in stocks, and if you know how to invest in real estate, or if you also have a side business, you have 3 more incomes. So that means you have a higher ability, higher capability. So it's the same way. So what they look at it is that, oh, is this person able to manage different types of credit facilities? So if he's able to manage and make payment on time and don't use the credit so much, oh, they look at it, oh, this guys know how to use credit card. Oh, this guy also know how to manage their mortgage, or also know how to make payment regularly for the car loan. Or he has never missed a payment for the student loan as well. So they know that, oh, this is an expert. This person is really safe. He's able to pay, and also he's willing to pay. Remember, these two are different. You know, you might be able to pay, but if you're not willing to pay, you're not gonna make payments. So you're gonna miss that. You know, that in that situation, they go, oh, this person is risky. Oh, he's got so much income, or he doesn't use so much of credit, but he doesn't pay. So what's the point, right? He's not willing to pay. So similarly, they want to look at everything. So that's why every time you want to buy a house or you want to buy a car, they pull credit report to see your ability and your willingness to pay. So that's number 4. So number 3 is a credit history learned. So that impacts 15% of your credit score. So what does it mean? So let's say you open a credit last year. So that means you have a credit history line of 1 year. 1 year. So you just started using credit, or you might not be having experience using credit. So they think, oh, this impacts your credit score negatively in a way because you are not experienced. They don't know how you are going to manage during the recession or during the depression or crisis, whatever. They want to know that. So, but if you have a credit history of 10 years or 20 years, or they know that this person is really experienced, he never missed a payment, he's managed, he knows how to manage the credits, you know, he doesn't use overboard or whatever. So they know that, oh, this person is really safe and he's ready to pay, he's also able to pay. So over the period of time. So my suggestion is, if you are or want to open a credit or whatever, if you are a new credit user, you never have a credit card before, just open 2 or 3 credit cards right away. Let me tell you why. Let's say you open a credit card, 1 credit card last year, and you open another credit card today. So your credit history is gonna become, this one is 1 year, this one is 0. So they divided by 2. So it's only 0.5 year. 0.5 years, so only 6 months. But if you open 2 credit cards last year, so each of them is gonna have 1 year, 1 year. So they added up 2 years. Then after that, they divided by just 2. So it's gonna be 1. So compared to 0.5 and 1 year, which is longer, definitely 1 year. So if you really want to master the secret, this is one of them. So to get a high credit score, 800. So if you're a new user, just open 2 or 3 credit cards, until they reject you, whatever. So in that situation, that's also impact another thing. So which is a credit utilization. Credit utilization, which is about 30%, 30. The more credit card you have the more credit limits you have. Credit utilization is credit you use divided by credit limit. Credit limit, so if you already have so many credit cards at the beginning, let's say 1 credit card is gonna give you 10,000. 10,000, you use, let's say if you only have 1 credit card, 10,000, you can only use up to 3,000, whatever, because 30% is kind of standard. If you go over 30%, that tend to impact your credit score negatively. If you keep it at or below 30%, that's perfect. So if you only have 1 credit card, 10,000, so that means you cannot use more than 3,000 for that. But if you already open 10 credit card, that gives you 100,000. That even if you use 10,000, because you have it credit limit as 100,000, your credit utilization is only 10%. Only 10%. 10%. that is much better than using 3,000 when you have only 10,000 credit limit, because credit utilization is 30%. The second scenario is only 10%. They love it. They love it when you have credit utilization lower than 30%. 30%. So make sure you, if you want to start now, just try opening a few credit cards to increase credit limit for the credit utilization, because that impacts 30%. I put the link down below for my best credit card, that my favorite credit card I have. So I put it right down below as well. So if they have promotion, they're gonna give you free interest for 12 months or 14 months. So that means you don't need to pay interest on a balance. You just need to pay minimum payment. So which is usually about $30, $50 or $70, depending on how much you use. As well, it can be $70 to $90. So if you use so much for the minimum payment. So don't miss the minimum payment. So that comes to my most important point. Number one is payment history. Payment history that impacts 35% of your credit score. That is really important. 35%, 35. Why is that so? They want to know, do you pay regularly? In the mind of creditor, what are they thinking? They are thinking they are afraid to lose their money. The banks are afraid to lose their money. The investors are afraid to lose their money. So they put so much emphasis on payment history. So you don't want to miss that. So just make sure you pay minimum payment every month regularly. That's all they care. Some of the banks could give you a grace period of 10 days. If you miss due date, you can probably pay 5 days later before they report to the credit bureau. So remember, check with your bank. Different banks have different policy regarding that. And so you always want to make minimum payment, at least minimum payment on the payment due date. Remember, so the easier ways to do is to set up auto pay. You can go on the mobile app or website of your credit card company and just set up auto pay. If you don't do that, you're gonna forget. You intend to pay, but sometimes we get so busy and you may forget. You don't want to do that because you're gonna have to pay late charges and also interest charges as well. So you don't want that. You don't want additional drama, because everybody has their own problems. So you don't need additional problems. So just set up auto pay. And another secret that I'm going to share with you regarding credit utilization, there is something called statement date. Statement date. So let's say your bank look at your credit, your credit balance on January 1st, first of every month. I'm just giving you an example. Sometimes it can be the 5th or the 8th, or it can be any day. So let's say if it's the first of every month. So just before the first of every month, let's say you have credit limit of 10,000, you already use 10,000, but you want to pay 7,000 just before statement balance date. Just pay off 7,000. That's gonna put you 30%. That's only 30% of the credit utilization. So that's another secret. So that's the reason why rich people get rich, because they know all these secrets. They know all these secrets. They know how to invest in stock market. They know how to invest in real estate. They know how to set up their own business. Everything. So this is credit score, credit report. Getting the high credit score is just a basic. So I really want to share with you, because I really want you to be a millionaire. I want every audience of my channel to be millionaire. So I need your help. So make sure you share this video with everybody that you know, so that they can become millionaire together. Okay, so that's payment history. Number 5, very important. So I'm just gonna repeat that. The first one is basically new credit inquiry. Then the next one is a credit miss. Then after that, credit history learned. Then credit utilization rate, and the most important one is the payment history. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any question, comment down below in the videos. So I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.